I'm extremely excited about this one right here. I got an exciting product review that I want to talk to you about, and I'm sure it's gonna be a game changer for all wedding filmmakers. I just want to say they're not paying me to say anything about this product, so whatever I say is my personal opinion. Filming a wedding is always stressful, especially when you're trying to cover so much ground in such a little time. But I've found a solution that has literally streamlined my process and made it so much easier to capture those perfect moments. Today we're gonna be talking about the HollyLand Solidcom headset. Before we dive into the details, let's talk about some of its features. This incredible device has revolutionized the way we communicate during wedding shoots and ensuring that we always on the same page and capturing the most important moments. I promise you, it helps us so much when we are on the wedding day shoot. When we in the middle of a wedding and we run around, these things comes in handy. I remember our first shoot, I would never forget my first wedding with the HollyLand. It just made it so much stress-free. I came across the idea of getting some like headsets for us because I had met a photographer at the beginning of this year, and they had this little system where it was in their ear. And it wasn't a headset, but it was like the earpiece that the musicians wear. I thought like, man, I need to look into that myself. And so when I did, I found this brand. It had other brands, of course, but man, once I seen this brand and watched a couple videos on it, I knew I had to go for it. When I had got my hands on it, I was amazed about the build quality. Kind of shocked me for the price that I paid for them. I knew that it was gonna be pretty top notch, but man, it definitely was worth the investment. So yeah, it comes in a case, and the case comes, I got just the dual set, so I only got two. So I got the slave and the master set, and my set also comes with just the 4 ports. So it only comes with 4 ports, but 2 extra batteries. Very nice case, and it did come with some extra earmuffs. And I took the factory earmuffs off, the one that just sits on your ear. I took it off. I don't really like those type. One thing that impressed us about the headset was the audio quality. The clarity is outstanding, and from what I've heard from other content creators, I heard a number of good things when they compare these to the other headsets. And when you're micing up so many people throughout the wedding day, the level of audio quality is so crucial. Now about the battery life. The master unit lasts about 6 hours and on a single charge, but the slave typically lasts an entire wedding day. That's what I've heard. And kind of honestly, from my experience, they both last literally off one battery, off one charge the entire day. I haven't had a chance to really just turn them off. Like soon we get there, we get our cameras situated, and that's when we go put the headphones on. From 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. the battery, I don't remember switching out the batteries in the headsets once. It does include extra batteries, which is a lifesaver when the battery is low, of course. Even on their website, it says that it gives you a 20-minute warning before the headset is about to turn off. But these batteries last up to 12 hours. It is not an understatement. They last that long, so very good battery life on this system. But here's where the Solidcom headset truly shines: the wireless performance and the range. We were so blown away about the capabilities of the headset. We tested it in a lot of scenarios, and it stayed connected flawlessly. Normally wedding venues are normally together in one spot, but this particular one, they had the ceremony kind of out in the field away from the venue where they had all the receptions and getting ready. I'm gonna throw up a drone shot of where the venue was from the ceremony, speaking about that day, but it was pretty far away, and I was able to talk to my assistant from where we had the ceremony from all the way up to the venue. And a specific moment where I wanted him to let me know what was going on, because I wasn't up there. I was getting certain shots at the ceremony spot, and I needed to ask him a question. We are often not in the line of sight with our assistants or with our team, but the Solidcom headset, we didn't have to worry about it. We didn't have to worry about it at all. And it kept us connected no matter where we were on that property. Pretty expensive headsets. For the dual set, for the 2 headsets, I paid about, I want to say $540, $550, in the 500 range. I know for, it probably just flat 500, but of course taxes. I think they come in 1 set. They come in like a 6 set, if I'm not mistaken, or a 3 or 9 set. But if not, I put it on the screen just to show you that. But they do come in separate sets. I wish I would have got the 3 set, because I realized I wanted to have one for the photographer, and I'm gonna kind of explain why I want a third set for the photographer. Talk about the build quality and the comfort of the silicone headset. It feels slightly robust, but we recommend you handle it with care because it's not made of metal. It's kind of plasticky. It's all over the place. It's not like a sturdy pair of headset. It's not very sturdy, but dropping this a couple times, I do not recommend. So do try to take care of it. Like, however, the lightweight design, it makes it incredible, but they are very comfortable, even if you're having those 10 to 12 hour shoots, just like wedding days, because most likely us filmmakers, we be there that long. And they are very adjustable. So like, if you got different, different hairstyles, you got a hairstyle, they give you a whole nother pair of ear cuffs inside the box as well. So like I said, I went with the over the ear cuffs. I feel like I can just hear better with the ear cuffs. And speaking of background noise, really ain't gonna be able to hear once you got somebody talking into your ear. Loud areas, of course I can hear everything around me, but man, when somebody is talking into it, I can hear clearly. I can hear them clearly. And they also got button features where you can turn the volume up and down on the headset. You can turn it up and down. So if that person on the other side is talking too low, you can turn it up. And I realized that a lot of other headsets don't have that. I didn't know that. I figured they would have had that feature. I can say that's definitely a game changer. But where I think this headset truly shines, and the reason why I purchased this headset, is directing the moment during the wedding ceremony. I whisper instructions to my assistant without interrupting the flow of the ceremony at all. And I could tell them to focus on the groom's face, capture the reactions, switch sides, or even just get a wide shot. Like, it just amazed me how easy. I don't have to just look at them and be like, look at me please. And I don't have to do that no more. I don't have to pray for God to make them just glance at me to get their attention. But even in that real time, this level of communication is vital to our success as wedding filmmakers, effortlessly. And it was one moment during the ceremony, this is so key right here. This is so key. During the ceremony, one of my cameras that my assistant had, it went blurry. And he was trying to figure out, he's my new assistant, so he's still learning the ways of the camera. His camera went blurry during the ceremony, and I was able to react quick and get to him in my line of formation. I normally have a formation during ceremonies that I take, and as I was going through that formation, I helped him with his camera. But I wouldn't have known that if I didn't have this headset. It would have took me a lot longer, where I was just filming just in my world, make sure I get my shots, where he was just that little voice in my ear to be like, bro, I need you. So it was definitely a game changer for those moments right there. Just for anybody, like from the photographer telling them to do something, that they need something from me, it just makes it that much easier, way much easier. And no more fumbling around with them walkie-talkies. No more fumbling with the handheld walkie-talkies. You don't have to worry about that, or always having to push a button and lean over to make sure you're talking to it. Ain't none of that. It's right here in your face. Easy to do. And let me tell you, I can safely say it's probably one of the best investments that I've made in my wedding videography career. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Even though, we say the cameras, the lens, I can honestly say with a team, I would say this for a team, this right here is so valuable. It's so valuable. Like I said, they have revolutionized the way how we film during our weddings. Like, we coordinate seamlessly every wedding now, and capturing all those critical moments, man, it just makes it so much easier. It's like no hiccups. And I would say, whether you're a solo shooter or just a photographer, working with a team, I highly recommend considering adding this headset to your arsenal. Even back when I was a solo shooter, I wish I had this, even just with my photographer. I wish I had this set just to have that, because I had moments where I didn't know that the photographer had one idea, and I remember one wedding, the photographer took the bride somewhere I didn't know. I had to literally find him. It took me like 10 minutes just to find the bride. And you got to be around the bride all the time. Make sure you don't miss those critical moments, man, because anything happens on wedding day, anything. So you want to make sure you want to have that. So adding this to your arsenal, I would definitely do it if it's in the budget. Thank you so much for watching today's video. And if you got any questions about the HollyLand Solidcom headset, or just questions about wedding filmmaking in general, feel free to drop a comment down below. I'll be sure to answer them down there. And as always, the links will be in the description. So be sure to check that out. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And I see you when I see you.